Water. From the vast oceans to the tiniest raindrops, it's the lifeblood of our planet. We drink it, bathe in it, and depend on it for our very survival. But have you ever stopped to think about where water comes from and where it goes? Water is more than just a substance, it's a force, a cycle that connects every living thing on Earth. This is the story of that cycle, a journey through time and a call to action for a future where water sustains us all. Join us as we dive deep into the world of the water cycle, exploring its past, present, and the future we must strive to create. Imagine a time before faucets and water treatment plants, a time when finding clean water was a daily struggle, a matter of survival. For our ancestors, rivers and lakes weren't just scenic views, they were lifelines. These early communities understood the rhythm of water, the ebb and flow of seasons, and the preciousness of every drop. They built their lives around it, their settlements close to water sources. The quest for water shaped civilizations, driving innovation and ingenuity. But water is more than just a resource, it's a traveler, a shapeshifter in a constant state of flux. This is the magic of the water cycle. Heat from the sun turns surface water into vapor, rising into the atmosphere. This invisible vapor cools and condenses, forming clouds that drift with the wind. Rain, snow, or hail falls back to earth, replenishing rivers, lakes, and soaking into the ground. In the heart of ancient Egypt, the Nile River wasn't just a waterway, it was a god, a life-giver, and the backbone of a civilization. The annual floods, predictable and anticipated, were more than just a natural phenomenon. They were a blessing, a source of renewal and fertility. The Egyptians, keen observers of nature, built their lives around the Nile's rhythm. They devised ingenious methods to harness its power, constructing irrigation canals and basins to capture and distribute the floodwaters. Life in ancient Egypt revolved around the Nile. From the sun-drenched plains of Egypt, we journey to the heart of the Roman Empire, a civilization renowned for its engineering marvels. Aqueducts, those iconic arches marching across the landscape, were more than just conduits for water. They were symbols of Roman power and progress. These gravity-defying structures, some stretching for miles, carried precious water from distant springs and rivers to bustling urban centers. They developed sophisticated systems of underground pipes, fountains, and public baths, ensuring a reliable water supply for their citizens. The sound of water, cascading from fountains and flowing through public spaces, became a hallmark of Roman life. Throughout history, the quest for water has not only fostered innovation, but also shaped social structures and sparked conflicts. The village well, a gathering place for women, became a hub of social interaction, a place to share stories and forge bonds. Control over water sources often determined power dynamics. Communities with access to abundant water resources thrived, while those in arid regions struggled for survival. The quest for water has shaped civilizations, driven innovation, and continues to be a defining force in our world today. As we entered the 20th century, a technological revolution swept across the globe, transforming our relationship with water forever. The invention of powerful pumps allowed us to tap into groundwater reserves, accessing hidden aquifers that lay beneath the surface. Water, once a scarce commodity in many regions, became more readily available, fueling urban growth and industrial development. This technological leap brought about a dramatic shift in our lifestyles. The advent of modern water systems marked a turning point in human history, improving sanitation, boosting public health, and freeing time for education and economic pursuits. A symphony of pipes, the network of life. Behind the convenience of a water tap lies a hidden marvel of engineering, a vast and intricate network of pipes, pumps, and treatment facilities that work tirelessly to deliver water to our homes and businesses. This complex system, often referred to as the water grid, spans miles beneath our feet, connecting us to distant water sources. Giant pumps, powered by electricity, draw water from rivers, lakes, and aquifers, propelling it through a network of underground pipelines. The water grid, though often unseen and underappreciated, is a vital lifeline of modern society, connecting us all through a shared network of water, the essence of life. Purifying the elixir guardians of water quality. Access to water is only half the story. Ensuring its purity is equally crucial. With the rise of industrialization and urbanization came new challenges. Pollution and contamination threatened our precious water sources. Through a combination of physical, chemical, and biological processes, water treatment plants remove harmful contaminants, kill disease-causing bacteria, and ensure that the water flowing from our taps meets stringent safety standards. The promise and peril of technology. Technology has undoubtedly revolutionized our relationship with water, providing access to this vital resource for millions and improving public health through sanitation and treatment. However, this progress has come at a cost. The energy required to pump, treat, and distribute water contributes to greenhouse gas emissions, exacerbating the very climate change that threatens our water sources. The future of water depends on our ability to balance technological advancement with environmental stewardship, ensuring that this precious resource is available for generations to come. Our planet might seem like a watery paradise from space, but the reality is far more complex. The Earth's fresh water, the kind we rely on for survival, makes up a tiny fraction of the total water on our planet. The global population continues to surge, and with it, our thirst for water grows. This growing demand is putting immense strain on our water sources, leading to over-extraction of groundwater, shrinking lakes and rivers, and conflicts over water allocation. Meeting this growing demand while ensuring equitable access to water for all is one of the defining challenges of our time. As if the challenge of meeting a growing demand wasn't enough, climate change is adding another layer of complexity to the water equation. The Earth's delicate climate system, intricately linked to the water cycle, is being disrupted by human activities, leading to unpredictable and often extreme weather patterns. In some regions, rainfall is becoming more erratic, leading to prolonged droughts and devastating wildfires. Meanwhile, other areas are experiencing more intense rainfall events, leading to floods, landslides, and contamination of water sources. Adapting to these shifting patterns, building resilience to extreme events, and mitigating the root causes of climate change are paramount to securing our water future. Water, the elixir of life, is facing another insidious threat: pollution. From industrial discharges to agricultural runoff and untreated sewage, human activities are contaminating our rivers, lakes, and oceans at an alarming rate. Industrial processes release a cocktail of toxic chemicals into waterways, poisoning aquatic life, and rendering water unfit for human consumption. Fertilizers and pesticides used in agriculture leach into rivers and groundwater, creating dead zones where oxygen levels plummet, suffocating fish and other marine life. Addressing water pollution requires a multi-pronged approach: stricter regulations for industries, sustainable agricultural practices, investment in wastewater treatment facilities, and a collective responsibility to reduce our environmental footprint. Section 4. Sharing the source. Water conflicts and cooperation. Water, once a symbol of abundance and life, is increasingly becoming a source of tension and conflict. As water scarcity intensifies, competition for this vital resource is growing between countries, regions, and communities. Transboundary rivers flowing across political borders are particularly vulnerable to conflict. International cooperation, water diplomacy, and innovative water management techniques are crucial for resolving water conflicts and fostering peaceful coexistence. Section 1. A call to action: every drop counts. The challenges facing our water resources are real, but they are not insurmountable. The fate of water lies not in despair but in action. Each one of us, from individuals to industries, has a role to play in conserving this precious resource. Simple changes in our daily routines can make a significant difference. Turning off the tap while brushing our teeth, fixing leaky faucets, and using water-efficient appliances can save gallons of water each day. Awareness is key. By educating ourselves and our communities about the importance of water conservation, we can create a ripple effect, inspiring others to adopt water-wise habits. From fields to cities, technological innovation is revolutionizing how we use water in agriculture, industry, and urban environments. By embracing water-efficient technologies and practices, we can significantly reduce our water footprint and stretch our precious water resources further. In agriculture, precision irrigation techniques are transforming the way we grow our food. Drip irrigation systems, for example, deliver water directly to plant roots, minimizing evaporation and reducing water use by up to 50% compared to traditional irrigation methods. By embracing these innovative solutions, we can decouple economic growth from water consumption, paving the way for a more sustainable and water-secure future. While technological solutions play a crucial role in water conservation, we must not overlook the power of nature-based solutions. Green infrastructure, which mimics natural processes, offers a sustainable and cost-effective approach to managing water resources, mitigating floods, and enhancing urban resilience. Rain gardens, for example, are strategically designed depressions in the landscape that capture rainwater runoff from roofs and driveways, allowing it to infiltrate the soil, replenishing groundwater aquifers and reducing strain on stormwater systems. Urban forests and green roofs act like giant sponges, absorbing rainwater, reducing runoff, and mitigating the urban heat island effect. These green spaces also provide numerous ecological benefits, improving air quality, supporting biodiversity, and enhancing the livability of our cities. Restoring wetlands and floodplains, often sacrificed for development, can help mitigate floods by acting as natural buffers, absorbing excess water during heavy rainfall events and slowly releasing it over time, reducing downstream flooding and erosion. By integrating green infrastructure into our urban and rural landscapes, we can work with nature, rather than against it, to create more resilient, sustainable, and water-secure communities. From the ancient Egyptians who revered the Nile to the Roman engineers who built aqueducts that still stand today, humanity has always understood the profound importance of water. It's a thread that runs through the tapestry of our history, shaping civilizations, driving innovation, and sustaining life itself. We've journeyed from a time when fetching water was a daily struggle to an era of modern plumbing, where the turn of a tap brings this precious resource directly into our homes. We've marveled at the ingenuity of water treatment plants that transform wastewater into safe, usable water, safeguarding public health and protecting our environment. Yet, as we've seen, our technological advancements have come at a cost. The thirst of a growing global population, the unpredictable hand of climate change, the insidious threat of pollution, and the potential for conflict over dwindling water resources all cast a shadow over our water future. But amidst these challenges lies a profound opportunity. We have the knowledge, the tools, and the collective power to change course, to rewrite the narrative of water for generations to come. The future of water is not preordained, it's a story we are writing together every single day. The path forward is clear. It begins with recognizing that water is not a commodity to be exploited, but a precious resource to be cherished and protected. It requires a fundamental shift in our mindset, from a culture of consumption to a culture of conservation. Every individual has a role to play in this collective endeavor. By embracing water-wise habits in our homes and communities, we can significantly reduce our water footprint. By supporting businesses and organizations that prioritize water conservation and sustainability, we can drive positive change on a larger scale. Governments and policymakers have a crucial responsibility to enact and enforce policies that promote responsible water management, invest in water-efficient infrastructure, and protect our precious water sources from pollution and overuse. International cooperation and water diplomacy are essential for resolving transboundary water disputes and ensuring equitable access to water for all. The challenges before us are significant, but they are not insurmountable. By embracing innovation, fostering collaboration, and acting with a shared sense of urgency, we can create a future where water continues to nourish life, inspire wonder, and connect us all in a shared responsibility for this precious and irreplaceable resource.